one-to-one function. Then we have actually graph a function, and you know that, but I will try to draw one function, graph of one function. I will take a simple function like if we have equation like y is equal to x square, y is equal to x square, or x square plus 1. So giving values, some values positive values, negative values for x and y, like giving x values, x and y values, some positive values. When x starting from 0, so x is equal to 0. What is the value of y? 1. Same, if x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? 1 square plus 1 equal to 2. When x is equal to 2, so 2 square is 4 plus 1 equal to 5. X is equal to 3, so 3 square plus 1 equal to 10. Same, x is equal to 4, so 4 square plus 1 equal to 17. These are some positive values. Also you can give negative values, x and y. We have x value and y value. So when x is equal to minus 1, x is minus 1, what is the value of y? You can give value to here minus 1. This means that minus 1 whole square plus 1. So minus 1 square is equal to 1 plus 1 equal to 2. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. If you give x is equal to minus 2, so minus 2 square 4 plus 1 again equal to 5. If you give x is equal to 3, so minus 3 square 9 plus 1 equal to 10. When you give x is equal to 4 minus 4, this will give you plus 17. So now we need to draw graph of this function. How we can draw graph? So xy plane, x, this one is x minus, same draw y axis is with, this one is y axis. Give value starting from 0, 0, then we have 1, then we have 2, 3, 4. Same negative values, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Plus values, y values for plus. So I will start from 1, like we have 1, then we have 2, then 5, then let's suppose 10, and then 17. Same negative values, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are also possible. Now starting from 0, uh, x is 0, y value is 1. So if you start from x is equal to 0, first pair is, actually first pair is 0 and 1. This one. X is equal to 0. What is the value of y? So y is 1. Okay, this point. Joining these 2 points, 1 and 0. Next we have 1 with 2. 1 with 2. X is 1, y is 2. X is equal to 1. What is the value of y? Y is 2. Joining these 2 points, this point is xy. Next we have 2 with 5. X is 2, y is 5. So 2 with 5. Joining these, same we have 3 with 10. 3 with 10. So joining 3 with 10, this will give you, okay. Same 4 with 17. Joining 4 with 17. Next, negative values, minus 1 with plus 1. So joining these 2 points, minus 2 with 3, minus 2 with 5, sorry, minus 2 with, okay, minus 1 with 2, not with 1, minus 1 with 2, this one, 2 with 5, minus 2 with 5, this point, same minus 3 with 10, and if we have minus 4 here, so minus 4 is with 17. like this one. So if you join these points, this is actually graph of y is equal to x square plus 1. And you can see in this graph that graph start from 1 here. You can see this point is 1. Why? Because we have 1 here, x square plus 1. If we have x square plus 2 here, then graph will start from 2 plus 2. Graph will start from the value, like graph will start from here, from 2, this like this one. If we have 3 here, then graph will start from 3. If we have x square plus 10, so graph will start from 10. If we have negative values like minus 2, minus 3, let's suppose if we have x square minus 3, so graph will start from minus 3 here, like this one. So this is how to draw graph. And actually graph in two-dimensional space show the behavior of a function. As for example, function is increasing or decreasing, as x is increasing, y is increasing or decreasing. So this in this way, this show the behavior, or you can say nature of a function. Uh, for example, if we have function like here, this point is actually 4, this one let's suppose 10. So this show behavior means like from 0 to till 4, this function is increasing. X value is increasing, Y value is also increasing. Okay, after 4, X is increasing, but Y values are decreasing. This is the behavior of function. Up to 4 till 4 function is increasing, after 4 function is decreasing till 10, after 10 again function is increasing. So graph show actually the behavior or nature of a function: increasing function, decreasing function, positive relation, negative relation, linear relation, non-linear relation, like square relation, quadratic function, cubic relation also possible. When sometime something, for example, increasing very fast, something decreasing very slowly. So how we can draw graphs? So we will discuss different, we have different functions and we will draw their graphs. Okay, next one, how to draw graph of this these points. So same, so simple. Y values and x values. Same you can draw for here, and same you can draw for these one. In this case, the domain is given and range value is given. Domain is from -4, -3, -2 till +4, and range is from 0 to 16. Function is given, main function is equal to x square, same giving values to x, like these values. Which one, Mr. Ehsanullah Yakubi? This one or
Professor, the one that you just worked on it, the last graph.
this this one?
Yes, Professor, yes.
Actually, uh, this graph, I discussed it sometime. Yeah, for example, mostly we present the graph to show the nature of a function. For example, if we have cost function, like if we draw a graph of, you have one organization, you have one institute, and you draw the graph of profit of that, for example, institute organization, like this is profit function. So for example, start of year, 0 year, then for example, we have 1, 2, 3, let's suppose 4 year, after let's suppose 10 year, the profit reach maximum point. But after 10 year till 15, 5 year, the profit is decreasing. After 15 year, profit is also increasing. Profit function. So how we can explain this graph? We can explain graph like this one, that profit from start, it is increasing slowly, it's increasing, but when, for example, after 10 years, the profit start decreasing, maybe matlab, any factor, but profit start decreasing. Till 15 year, the profit was decreasing, but after 15 year, like 16, 17 year, again profit start increasing. So this is the behavior of this function, profit function, where graph is decreasing, where graph is increasing, where graph is constant. So a relationship, yeah, you can say that this is actually the behavior or nature of a function. Clear, mister? Okay, great. Okay, great.
Yes, Professor.
Okay,
Yes,
great,
thank you.
great. Welcome. So these are graph you can draw. I was talking about this one. Function is given. Main function is g of x square. Domains are given. You can give values from -4 till +4, like -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, 2, 3, 4. Give these values, and range will be in this one from 0 to 16. If you give -4 value, you know that -4 square is +16. If you give -3, so -3 is 9. If you give -2 value, then this one is +4. If you give -1 value equal to 1, if you give 0 is equal to 0. Same if you give 1 value, 1 square is 1. If give 2 values, so 2 square is 4. So the range value will be from 0 to 16, no negative values. So then you can draw graph these points, comparing these -4 with 16, -3 with 9, -2 with 4, and you can draw graph. This will also be a parabola, but it will start from 0 because we have only x square, we have 0 here, so graph will start from 0 here. Same, uh, this was these are the points, and if you join, this will be graph. Last topic for today, we have the continuous and discontinuous function. What means continuous continuous function and discontinuous? Continuous function means when there are no breaks in the graph. Like what? If we have equation y is equal to 2x plus 1. So now you can give values from -infinity till +infinity, and you will receive value for y. So if you draw graph, so there will be no break, like it will be a continuous line in this shape. Or if we have parabola, you can see these lines are continuous, there are no breaks. It's not possible that we draw graph for continuous, if for example then we have break between 2 points. So a function which is continuous, in which there is no gap between 2 points on the line, yeah, on the graph, is called a continuous function. Discontinuous function, when there are some gaps. What means gap? Uh, let's suppose you can see here, and this means that when we have a function y is equal to 1 over x plus, yeah, x minus, let's suppose 4. Now giving values to x, this will give you value y. Starting from 0, 1 over 0, 1 over 0 minus 4. So 1 over 0 minus 4 actually equal to 1 over minus 4, and this one is 0.25. So x is 0, y is 0.25. Then if we give x is equal to 1, so this will be like 1 divided by 1 minus 4, 1 over minus 3, or 1 over minus 3 is 0.33, I think. So minus 0.33. When you give x is equal to 2, so y is equal to 1 over 2 minus 4, and this will give you minus 2, and minus 3 equal to 0.5. So when x is 2, y is minus 0.5. When you give x is equal to 3, so what will be the value? So this will give you like minus 1 value. Pi is equal to 1 over 3 minus 4, 1 over minus 1, and 1 over minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So we know the value 3 is equal to minus 1. But when you give x is equal to 4, so this graph will not give you any value. Why? Because you can see here y is equal to 1 over x minus 4. So x is 4 minus 4, and 1 over 4 minus 4 equal to 0. This will be an infinity. Infinity undefined quantity means that we don't know that quantity. We don't know that number is positive, negative, or 0. So at position 4, you will receive an infinity. Infinity means we don't know that value. So that will be a gap. Smaller value we have, for 0 we have value, for 1 we have value, for 2 we have value, for 3 we have value, for 4 we don't have value. For 5, we have value 6. If you give any value except 2, so at position 2, yeah, x is equal to, this graph will give you, yeah, this graph will show you, for example, an infinity value. So when you are drawing a graph, so let's suppose we want to draw the graph of this one. So we need to draw xy plane. At x we have value, x is equal to 1 we have value, at 2 we have value, let's suppose at 3 we have value, but when we give x is equal to 4, so we will receive infinity. Infinity means this point will remain a gap because we don't know the value. Same if we have next value 5, so for 5 we have value, for 6 we have value, so graph will be like we have space between them, yeah, gap between them. So that is called what? A discontinuous function. And from here, actually the start of, yeah, concept started, limit concept started. That how to find, we know 1, 2, 3, but we don't know the value of 4. So what is the value of 4? So then we use limit, but I don't want to discuss limit here. So we have continuous function and discontinuous function. And I think it's enough for today. Continuous function and discontinuous function. Uh, Let me tell you one more thing. We are starting the